Welcome to file number 6 in the Minivision 2 audio tutorial from Raz Mobility. My name is Jerry, and I'm the accessibility specialist for Raz Mobility, and I will be guiding you through the rest of this tutorial. In this file, we are going to look at the settings for the Minivision 2. Let's get started. The Minivision 2 may be a small feature phone, but don't let its size surprise you. There are lots of settings that you can set and make the phone look and sound how you want. Let's go ahead and dive into the settings because there's quite a few of them. Keep in mind, this may be split into 2 files. I do have the Minivision 2 in my hand. We're going to wake it up by pressing the End key.
Home screen, 249. Battery level, 91% remaining. 2 new text messages.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to press the OK button.
Phone.
We're going to go down to settings. Remember me telling you just hold down the End key for about a second.
Settings.
Okay. And we're going to press OK.
Settings. Display.
We're just going to work our way down through the settings. So let's start from the top. The first one is display. This is where we'll find all of the settings for the display on the Minivision 2. So I'm going to press OK.
Display. Brightness.
So here's where you can set your brightness. All of this is accessible. Even though you may not be able to see, it's still accessible. I'm going to press OK on brightness.
Brightness. Medium. Checked.
As you can see, they don't have it as percentages. They just have
low, not checked. Very low, not checked. Very low, not checked.
I'm just using the up and down arrow keys to go through these settings, and 99% of the time that's what you're going to do unless something requires text to be edited. If that happens, I will definitely make sure to let you know, although so will the Minivision 2. So as you can tell, the lowest is very low. And then as you use your down arrow,
low, not checked. Medium, checked. High, not checked. Maximum, not checked. Maximum, not checked.
So there you go. I'm going to change mine to very low.
Very low, not checked.
Again, you can just hold the up arrow for about a second and you hear the 2 little clicks. And it took me straight to the top of the list. You can do this in any menu that is, you're all the way at one end of the list and you know you want to get to the other end, it works. So now that I'm on very low, I'm going to change it, and by pressing the OK button.
Display, brightness.
Right, so we're back to the brightness setting. Let's go ahead and down arrow.
Sleep mode delay.
Remember me telling you earlier in one of the other files for this audio tutorial that you could change how long the display stays on before the phone goes to sleep if you don't lock the phone yourself, meaning if you don't put it to sleep yourself. Here's where you do it.
Sleep mode delay. 1 minute. Checked.
Okay, let's use the up arrow to see how short you can set it if you want to.
30 seconds. Not checked. 15 seconds. Not checked. 15 seconds. Not checked.
So the shortest you can set it is 15 seconds.
30 seconds, not checked. 1 minute, checked. 2 minutes, not checked. 5 minutes, not checked. 10 minutes, not checked. 30 minutes, not checked. 30 minutes, not checked.
I'm personally right now going to change mine to 30 minutes. Let me do that right now real quick.
Sleep mode delay.
So once I hit OK on 30 minutes, it took me back to sleep mode delay. The reason I set mine to 30 minutes is because when I'm doing these audio tutorials, remember it was falling asleep real fast. Now it won't. I probably could have set it for 10 and that would have been okay, but I figure why not just do this? Plus, most of the time I remember to turn mine off. Again, these types of settings are up to you. How do you want your phone to behave and react and look and sound and everything? So for me, 30 minutes works. For you, 2 minutes might be sufficient. Let's go ahead and go down.
Font.
So here's where you would pick your font for your screen.
Font. Default. Checked.
Let's use the up arrow.
Default. Checked.
So default is the first choice, and as you can see, default, it's checked. So let's see what else is in here.
Open dyslexic, not checked. Condensed, not checked. Times, not checked. Lucio, not checked. Lucio, not checked.
All right, so those are your settings. I don't want to make any changes. What I can do is just hit the back button.
Display. Font.
So because I hit the back button, I did not make any changes at all.
Font size.
All right, so I've down arrowed, and now instead of font, we're at font size. Let's go ahead and go here.
Font size. Medium. Checked.
All right, let's up arrow to see if there's anything smaller.
Small. Not checked. Small. Not checked.
As you've noticed, and I probably should have pointed this out in one of the earlier files in this tutorial, is that when it hits the top or the bottom of the list,
Small. Not checked.
not only does it make the little click sound showing that you pressed a key,
Small. Not checked.
but you also hear a little boom. That tells you that you have reached the top or the bottom of the list that you're in.
Medium. Checked. Large. Not checked. Very large. Not checked. Very large. Not checked.
All right, so I'm going to hit back because, again, I don't want to make any changes. Most of the time, I'm not going to make any changes. So unless I forget to say it, I'm just going to push the back key when we're leaving when we're going back, when we're leaving a section.
Display. Font size.
All right, let's use down arrow.
Bold. Not checked.
All right, so now we're probably just going to have, these are not submenus. These are just choices. Do you want bold text? Yes or no? Or in other words, checked or not checked. Or if you're using the English United Kingdom, it would say ticked or not ticked.
Text and background colors.
All right, so here's another submenu. Let's go in here.
Text and background colors. White on black. Checked.
All right, let's see if there's anything above this one.
White on black. Checked.
No, there's not, so we can just use down arrow.
Black on white. Not checked. Blue on yellow. Not checked. Yellow on blue. Not checked. Yellow on black. Not checked. Black on yellow. Not checked. Black on yellow. Not checked.
So those are your options in here. And having had sight before, I can actually picture how these would look.
Display. Text and background colors.
Go ahead and go down to the next option.
Text scrolling speed.
All right, so if the text on the phone needs to scroll, this is where you would set how fast it's going to do the scrolling.
Text scrolling speed. Normal. Checked.
Let's see if there's anything above normal by hitting the up arrow.
Slow. Not checked. Very slow. Not checked. Very slow. Not checked.
All right, down arrow.
Slow. Not checked. Normal. Checked. Fast. Not checked. Very fast. Not checked. Very fast. Not checked.
Yeah, let's back out of here.
Display. Text scrolling speed. Text scrolling delay.
Again, I'm just down arrowing through these.
Text scrolling delay. 1 second. Checked.
And that's probably the shortest because if I hit up arrow, it probably won't.
0.5 second. Not checked. 0.25 second. Not checked. 0.25 second. Not checked.
All right, so there were a couple options above 1 second.
0.5 second. 1 second. Checked.
Using the down arrow now.
2 seconds. Not checked. 3 seconds. Not checked. 4 seconds. Not checked. 4 seconds. Not checked.
So there are your choices in there. Let's back out of there.
Display. Text scrolling delay.
Down arrow.
Display mode.
Press OK.
Display mode. Text. Checked.
Up arrow.
Text. Checked.
All right, there's nothing above text. Let's see what else is here.
Icon. Not checked. Icon in text. Not checked. Icon in text. Not checked.
All right.
Display. Display mode.
All right, let's go ahead and see if there's anything else in here. There's a lot of display settings. Look how configurable this is.
Screen off. Not checked.
So for those of you who have looked into a smartphone, or you've even tried one, or you've listened to audio files about them, you've probably heard of screen curtain, things like that. That's what this is. This is pretty much a screen curtain equivalent. You can actually check this box and your display will have nothing on it. Again, if you're totally blind, it would save battery power, even more battery power, to turn this off. Keep in mind, however, that there could be times where you might need someone sighted to look at your phone. So I don't usually recommend to people who they don't feel very comfortable navigating their phone. I don't recommend turning this on only because if you don't feel comfortable and something goes wrong, the sighted people wouldn't be able to help you if the voice is loaded because no screen. But if you are comfortable, it is a way of saving battery power. So again, this is how you would configure your phone. It's down arrow.
Screen off. Not checked.
And that's it. That's all that's here. I'm going to go ahead and check this only because I've been playing with this for a little while now, and I'm pretty comfortable with knowing where at least the basics are to, maybe turn the screen reader off, which if I turn the screen reader off, I'm sure the display would kick back in because this is, I would assume, and I could be wrong, but I would assume that only works if the screen reader's on.
Do you want to switch off the screen? Yes.
I'm going to hit yes.
Screen off. Checked.
All right, I'm going to hit the back arrow, or back space, I should say, or back.
Settings. Display.
One thing to keep in mind is even if that's not a screen reader specific setting, for the phone, if it stays on when the phone is on but the screen reader's not, and for whatever reason the voice is broken, it would be really easy to get back to that. They made it really easy to do. Before we go into anything else, I'm going to go ahead and show you how you would do this. I'm going to go to the home screen. So let's say the phone broke on me. I don't know where I'm at. I'm hearing, I might be hearing clicks, but I might not be. I'm going to press the End key to make sure I'm at the home screen.
Home screen 301.
So here's what you would do. You could press the OK button.
Phone.
Hold your down arrow down for about a second so that it jumps to the bottom of the list.
Settings.
Okay, we're on settings. Press OK.
Settings. Display.
Press OK again because it is display you want to go to.
Display. Brightness.
And press and hold your down arrow.
Screen off. Checked.
And you would just push OK here.
Screen off. Not checked.
And there you go. That's the easy way of fixing it so that someone sighted can look at your phone if they look at it and it's they say there's no screen. That's how you would fix that. I don't know if you want to write something down for yourself so that you can find that easily, but there you go. That's how you would do it.
Settings. Display.
All right, so let's go ahead and go to the next setting. Section.
Vocalization.
Vocalization. This is the screen reader area. So let's go ahead and press OK.
Vocalization. Screen reader. Checked.
So the very first option is the screen reader on or off. Down arrow once.
Premium voices. Checked.
Now we're not going to go into here, but this is where you would change it from male to female. If you haven't installed the premium voice, this is where you would install it. The reason I don't want to go through this again is because we did go through it in file number 4, where we were discussing and showing you different voice stuff regarding the phone, setting up your voice. It is in there if you wish to listen to it in its entirety. Down arrow.
Speed of speech.
Again, that's another one we covered in that file, but this is where you would set how fast do you want your phone to talk. Down arrow.
Wake up speech.
We are going to go into here because we did not do this in the 4th file for the tutorial.
Wake up speech. Current date. Not checked.
We are presented with a list. Remember me telling you in a previous file that what your phone says when you're waking it up, is it telling you your battery? Is it telling you the time? Is it telling you your signal strength? all of that stuff is right here. So you can set your phone how you want what it says when it wakes up. So let's up arrow.
Current date, not checked.
So you can have it tell you the date. Again, all of these are checkboxes. So yes or no, checked or not checked, however you want to look at it. We're just going to go through the list because they're pretty self-explanatory. If one is not, I will clarify for you.
Battery level, checked. Network status, not checked.
The network status would be if you're connected or not, who it is.
Missed call, checked.
Right? So if you want to know about your missed calls, how many missed calls do you have? That's where you would do that one.
New message, checked. New software update, checked. New software update, checked.
So new software update, if a software upgrade is available for your phone and you have this box checked when the phone wakes up, it will tell you. Let's go ahead and go back because that's the end of that list.
Vocalization. Wake up speech. Editor echo.
All right, let's go into Editor Echo.
Editor echo. Echo character by character. Checked.
Do you want it to echo everything, character by character?
Echo word by word. Not checked. Echo character and word. Not checked.
So character and word, it would read the characters, and then when you insert or when you add a space, it would say space and then it would read the word.
Echo character and word. Not checked.
Go ahead and back out of here.
Vocalization. Editor echo.
Down arrow.
Specify their position in the list. Not checked.
In other words, do you want it to tell you 4 of 10, 5 of 10, 6 of 10? As you're down arrowing, when it's done telling you what you're sitting on, do you want it telling you where that's at in the list? Me personally, no. All right, so let's down arrow.
Play sound when camera or LED is running. Checked.
Do you want it to play a small sound when either your LED is on for like the flashlight or if the camera is active, it would play a sound if you leave that checked?
Play sound when camera or LED is running. Checked.
Let's go ahead and back out of there.
Settings. Vocalization.
Down arrow.
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth. Yes, this phone does have Bluetooth capability. So you could pair it with a Bluetooth headset. You could pair it with a Bluetooth speaker. Let's go ahead and just look in here to see what might be in here. I don't have anything I want to pair it to, so I'm not going to mess with anything in here.
Bluetooth. Bluetooth. Not checked.
All right, so first thing in here, Bluetooth not checked. If you don't plan on using this with any Bluetooth devices, leave it unchecked. This will help save battery power. If the Bluetooth is on, it's still going to use a little bit of power having the Bluetooth chip on. So I don't even have it on. Now, if you don't have it on,
Bluetooth not checked.
That's the only thing that's in here is Bluetooth not checked. I'll quickly turn mine on just so we can look in here.
Bluetooth checked.
Right. So I'm going to down arrow.
Pair devices. Scan devices. Rename Blue Droid. Rename Blue Droid.
So you can rename what the phone is, what the other devices see this phone as. Obviously, pair device or scan devices. Scan devices is kind of like what you can do in Windows, where you just hit scan and it scans and looks for what devices are pairable.
Scan devices.
Let's see what it
Bluetooth
says.
Scan, Libos Revolve Plus Sound Link.
All right. Now, this doesn't mean that the item is in pairing mode. It just looks to see what it can see around it. One of them is a Bose Revolve Sound Plus. That's a Bluetooth speaker that I have. So it does see that in the list now.
48 hours and 21 minutes. 75 hours and 12 minutes. C9A1.
All right. So that might have sounded a little bit confusing. You're probably sitting there going, what? That's a Bluetooth address. It didn't see the name. It just saw the Bluetooth address. And so that's why it read it the way it did.
41, 97, 79 CE37, TS 5300 seri. 7E, 99 hours, and 42, 4E, 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 89, 19, 94, 76 F6D6,
All right, so
91 6B, 1209, A1, 4E60, Libos Revolve Plus Sound Link,
let's just back out of here.
Bluetooth, scan devices,
We didn't pair anything, so I'm going to go ahead and turn mine back off by holding down the up arrow.
Bluetooth, checked,
I'm going to uncheck it.
Bluetooth, not checked,
There we go. And we're going to back out of the Bluetooth area.
settings, Bluetooth,
We're going to go ahead and stop right there. We're going to split the settings into two files just so we're not shoving too much at you in the same file. So we'll finish the settings in file number 7. If you have any questions, feel free to call us at 1-800-729-0083 or visit us at our website www.razmobility.com.